I'm saying is that happened. Whatever you want to think of it, it's not really a political bend. It's just about like this is iconic. Like, no matter what happens, like this is like, and he nailed it. he nailed it, right? And so yeah, so I love, like I said, the T-shirt for me is because the kind of Supremacy logo, because the line, it's like laser right through both of his eyes, like it's like straight down everything. And yeah, social studies for the 21st century, because again, man, like a lot of the stuff that's going on is very.
Do you think he's gonna get reelected?
I don't think so, because it's just too much. I don't think so. Like there's too like 91 counts, and I'm just saying it would be interesting if he did, but like, they're showing all these polls, and it's like among like the people who like are with him, but there's a lot of people who are just like, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, yes, in that camp, in that, compared to like other Republicans, he's doing great, because it's like, okay, compared to like what DeSantis and like Nikki Haley, like, like I don't know, like who is, like he still looks like a good idea, but like, so I think that he is gonna be like, say, like, is he gonna be Joe Biden? I don't think so. I mean, it's not even a thing. Like, he's not even built for that, like. But I think he's just trying to stay out of jail. And one of these people got, I don't know, Georgia, I don't know, like, he's the Teflon Don. Sure. And listen, nobody has got away, but he is like, wow. Like, he's it's crazy, because he might come after me just because but I'm with
his support, bro.
Yeah,
like, he has crazy support.
He does. Like, I'm just saying that this made him more popular. This made him, like, they took this and they put it next to like the Martin Luther King Jr. mugshot. Like, oh, it's a real, like you did him a favor putting this out there. And that's all I'm saying about the situation. And the thing is that he's not good about like the law and about the specifics. And I think like when you do the things, he did so many dumb, crazy things that like just too many receipts. There's too many people like turn on him. Like, does he beat 91? For whatever it is. I don't know. Like, that is just, but like only in America is that like.
How do you do that, man?
How do you get there? And you want to blame him, or you want to it's one of those things where you got to go through a lot to be like, yo, everybody hates this guy. But all the name of that T-shirt, and if you go to the post of Casual Supremacy on Instagram, all eyes on me, And if you listen to Tupac, all eyes on me, it actually goes perfect with this. Like, it could be like all eyes on Donald J. Trump, and that's all I can say about it. And I'm just saying, compared to some of these other, they all want to be like him, and they're not him, and that's the thing. Like,
they're not him.
I don't know, they're not him, but like, even if at the end of it, if it's Joe versus this guy, like, unless Joe, like, it's like they're all so it's just a very interesting.
Well, who did you vote for? How about that?
Whoa. I will say this. Okay, I will say this. I'm gonna admit this. If this guy's on a ticket, it's gonna be really hard not to vote for him. I'm not gonna lie to you. If he somehow hurdles all of these people,
yeah,
and somehow, like, just to say it did it. It's New York. I look at it like, if I don't, like, not that many people are gonna think like me. Well, I hope not. But my point is, and that's
New York is blue.
It's pretty blue. But if he's there, it's just a joke. But no. I think I would still vote for Biden, because I just think he just brings too much baggage. Like he's like, if someone like, I don't know, like Kim was going on, but he comes with a lot of stuff is like happened. He's, there's a long history, and you just have to kind of forego all of that. And I don't know. And that's the only thing. He's got a lot of history, but it's he's entertaining. I think people just like really like
people are just highly entertained.
He really are, and we live in this society where it's just like, he's funny, he's better, it's just like, he nails it, look at this photo, look at this thing. He went in there, he knew, he just kind of gave like the Zoolander, here it is, the squinting. It's like, that people don't get that, you take like any of these photos, you squint because your eye, the lights, you know. So it's just like it's just, it's a big squinting game. That's all he does is like he nails the blue steel, and good for him.
Except the blue steel.
The blue steel, I don't know if that's man. And so yes, this is my version. I just have the pocket. I don't know if you have the actual Swan T-shirt. It's just a post I put up. And so yes, and like I said, they're just moments in history. You can go through Kendall Supremacy, go from like, it's like I like to look at it like a museum. Each basically subject gets like 3 strips, so it's like all stacked, like all of it's supposed to be this and that. And, like I don't do one post, it's like 3 posts, so each like line is a different story or a different like thing, whatever it is. So this I had to put it up. I didn't want to. It was just like I'll have my pass this up and whatever it is, and then I had the casual somewhere else. But I love it here because it looks like war paint. It looks like he's just like under his eyes, and like he looks ready for like in football or something like that. Like it just like or like a superhero. He just
let's go right.
Yeah. He has a never surrender on his. He basically doing the same thing. Like I said, I almost would take something from him just to be like, oh, take this off, take it off. I just don't. I mean, maybe someday that'd be kind of cool to be called by. You need to remove this. I'd be like, okay. But hey, it was good knowing you. But yeah, he's selling it himself, so it's just funny. And I did 2 from the same post. One about the new Vivek, the new Republican, the Indian, the billionaire. The other, it's the Republican primaries. Eminem asked him to stop using "Lose Yourself." So you go to Casual Supremacy on my IG, and so I put all this music to each last 3 of the posts. And so this one was All Eyes on Me, and then there was Vivek out, and funny because Eminem asked him to stop singing "Lose Yourself" at campaign rallies.
Yeah.
So he literally had Eminem be like, "Stop." I guess he's really good at it, and then he YouTube it. So I did another post with Vivek, and he has like the microphone, whatever it is, and then you lose yourself in the background. So Eminem, if he wants to call me out, he can find me too. I just love the mail. I love the mail. Like I would just like frame it. These guys asked me to stop. And it's and then the last one I did was Mitch McConnell, and I put daydreaming, which is Lupe Fiasco, because he just looks like he's like daydreaming. He's like daydream. Now he's getting lost, and like it's just crazy. We live in this like all our politicians are all like in their 80s. Like we're like this is what we want, or this is what we. I don't know. This is crazy. But I don't see any other I don't know, man.
I mean, that's just how it goes. That's where the money's at.
They're rich. They're crazy. And politics is money and access, and that's why they're all like clawing for themselves. And most of those people just make money on stock trades. Like everyone talks about Pelosi, but all of them, like they're all so rich.
And power overall.
Oh my God, they all inside trade. They get like these stupid little fines. People on Instagram basically follow Borstein Finance. So there's all these different people who basically follow like what politicians are buying or selling, because they like literally make the laws, and they have full access to like their spouses can do the same thing, can just like sell sell stocks, and so it's crazy, but like we're literally letting our lawmakers just become so eye-opening, because like you can make money on your decisions, and so you do make money on your decisions, but they're so rich, and most of them are like that's crazy because they like make no actual money, like whatever it is, but they're all like everyone's over Pelosi, but like a lot of Congress, a lot of them, and they all make that stock money. It's great. I mean, not all of them, but like, it's a good thing. It's crazy.
They control the information, so you know how the market's gonna act.
They know what those laws. What's big? We were looking at what like the United States is looking at. What we're trying to buy, what we're trying to sell, who we're trying to bomb, where we're gonna bomb them, where we're gonna bomb them from. Who we're gonna send to train them. Like we're like a very crazy operation. America is always in business, and I love it. I mean, it is what it is. It's just It's just someone is cornered the market, and it is America on
America's open for business, baby.
It is open for business, and just like you either, and I get it, it's not like for everyone. Like I understand, because it is a savage place in its own, its own way. But like, yeah, but like, if you're all right with that, like, just go for it. We're from here, we're from New York. But so I think the new American dream, I saw this great thing on Instagram where it's like, is to not retire here.
The new American dream.
Yeah, it's to make all your money here, make a bunch of money here, and like go somewhere else. Because like, like when I was young, like people would be like, oh, I was TV, go back to your country, like I was like, and now I'm like, I think about like Barbado, like I'm Dominican, I'm like, like that's not a bad idea. Like maybe I should just go back to my country, I don't know. It just stops sounding like a threat after a while. So yeah, I am
millions of dollars going back to the art that.
Oh, maybe.
This sounds appealing.
I mean, and listen, there's a lot of just business over there going on in general. A lot of it's on Dominicans. Like it's like any other colonized place. It's just, there's a lot going on, man. Like people forget the United States invaded the Dominican Republic. Like there's a lot of, look up casual supremacy. That's just like you forget. Like there's a little bit Truman, man. I don't know. Look up President Truman. He definitely invaded the Dominican Republic. And these things that people talk about.
What year was this?
48. Maybe I'm wrong. No. I don't think he did the year. Let's see, third. Yeah, like you could definitely Google, United States invades the Dominican Republic. Man, we fought off like socialism. It's like an ongoing war, but like since like the 1950s, United States is like, they're like, oh, it doesn't work. It's just, it doesn't work because you just like destroyed it. Like America, we make bombs. We make drones. Everyone loves like Obama. People don't really get that. He was droning. Like he was. He was a wild, like he picked it up.
Obama was the drone god out there.
I don't even. But I'm just saying this.
I love the smoke. Send the drone.
I love Obama 1 and 2, but you gotta understand, like people in Yemen and Pakistan definitely do not mess with Obama. It's just I'm just saying that like it's so complicated. You take every issue, but like now America is like. Just like this war machine business, and like you just do what we say. I think I was reading that like U.S. the debt that we create every day is insane, and so it's just like an everyday thing. But like the U.S. like we will blow you up. We don't have to look at you anymore. We don't gotta send no troops. We don't gotta
send the drone.
We don't have to sit there.
Fire it up.
There's some dude.
Oh, we already have one in the sky.
Look, the PlayStation 5 controller.
Look at the PlayStation controller.
Yo, just like this. And all you are, I think we're sitting somewhere, and all we are is a dust cloud, like doom. They just literally. Do you think about like the Americans are. The gangsters.
Bro, send the Call of Duty.
You could send JSOC. You could send you could send like people to come get you. But like at the same time, the joke is that as collateral damage, saying they're coming for me, they'll blow up like this whole lot.
This whole block.
That's we used to do, we did that 2009, 2010. People forget Obama was like, I'm just saying. He sent the drones. Like he didn't care. Like he would kill. Like he was looking for like 2 people. He killed like 30. Like we would forget. These look like him. Like I'm just saying. I don't know about. But we gotta give people like. He won a Nobel Peace Prize. Yeah, I'm just.
I mean, it was the whole Bin Laden situation.
But
I want him the re-election automatically.
It did, but like if you even think about like what he did, he sent like these helicopters. I'm reading a book right now called I've read this book by Blackwater and this other one called Dirty Wars, and they talk about this. And this is basically they he just went into Pakistan and was like, I'm just like he's think about it, they did another person's land. Like, a lot of people fought this off. We were saying he went and killed them, whatever it is, but like. Just in that, he didn't ask for permission, whatever. You could say whatever you want about that, but I'm just saying that, like, the actual act is, like, imagine someone came and did that here to get somebody. We would flip we would flip out if someone came here and just was like, hey, I've decided to kill someone, and whatever it is, and just went in there. You should read that. This book is called Dirty Wars. Jeremy McHill, he's like Blackwater. But just like those years, because there's not even like numbers from the 2009, 2010s, like like the 20s, the 30s, like the 10s, like I don't know what we call those years, like the the war on terror. Like I'm just saying that we like it's it's not so casual. Like we got to be America.
The Supremacy is not so casual.
If you live in Pakistan, if you live in Yemen, if you live in Afghanistan, if you live like who we deem is our enemy, like we don't care. Like we will blow you or your kids up, your wife, your grandmother. Like we're trying to get you, and we just decided to and they all are together, and they're like, oh, we're shielding you themselves.
So the whole town is gonna get it.
The thing they just you have no idea they killed a lot of in the war. They did a lot of real crazy things. And I feel like it'll be looked at more later on in life. Like it'll be something that's gonna be hard to just completely. Maybe they will though. Like I said, being American is like we've done a lot of like wild shit to a lot of people, and it's just like what it is, just like what this is, and just like this wasn't an accident. It's like not like an excuse or like you have to give anybody sorry, but like all of human history is just really savage, and so American history is really savage, and
it really is.
But you have to, and that's what casual supremacy is about like remembering the savagery, all of it, and like it happened, and especially now we have photos, we have videos,
we have receipts. We have receipts,
and so I say we remember who we are. And I think if we really are going to be teaching to the future, or at least we have to really be honest about what we are. And that's the only thing that's going on with Florida, with any places trying to suppress what happened. Like people can make their own opinions.
What happened in Florida now?
Oh, I don't know. I think the DeSantis was trying to he's definitely getting rid of AP. African American studies. They're doing all kinds of weird things. But my point is that they've never tried to ban anyone else. You never try to ban Asian studies. You never try to. You know what I'm saying? It's real nitpicky, because it makes other people feel bad. But it really happened. So it's just one of those things. It's history is history. It happened. Whether you like it, you don't like it. It's not supposed to make you feel a way. It happened. It just that's all it is. That is literally the whole part of it. So that's what my idea for casual supremacy came was so many they're trying to ban books and change laws, get rid of different things. And these are elective classes, they're AP African. You know what I'm saying? I probably wouldn't have even been able to get into that class in high school, or this is a pre-college course. They just are changing up things that they've never done before, or to one specific group. They're hey, this doesn't count. I'm just saying that, especially African American history in America. America was built by Africans. You can live in Washington, whatever you want to think of it. At the bare minimum, it's so crazy that they tried to. And so I don't know. I think there'll be consequences to that, and I think that is part of the casual supremacy is erasing what's happened, and just or not talking about it, not reporting it, making people feel bad. But it really happened. You have pictures, you have proof, you have news articles, and that's what casual supremacy is about. It's this actually happened. Win, lose, or draw. It is what it is, and that's all you can learn from life is by being really honest with yourself and with others about, what you know, what's at hand, and so, let's just keep being honest with ourselves, and we're gonna learn more for it, about each other and about our like real brief time here, on Earth, because we're not here for a long time, so it's just like you have to, like, history has to be left correctly, because it's just like, if not, you're affecting way more than just you, because in the history being told askew, and that's all you have to remember.
Do you think freedom of speech is still alive?
I mean, it has to be. I mean, it's still like, it's changing. Obviously, America was built on that, but like, is freedom of speech like? I mean, I feel like we look at what's happening with journalists. One of my favorite shirts on casual supremacy is Gary Webb. And if you've ever watched, it's on Netflix, but I've talked about this before. Gary Webb, you should look him up. He was a reporter for, I think, the San Jose. So basically, he was the guy who broke the story that the CIA were the people who were like basically flooding the hoods with crack. Like they never had seen this, like, and it just literally got back to, they were basically trying to fund the war. And if you go back to a lot of American history, especially the last like 50, 60 years, like, it's all been about like funding like secret wars. We'll train them, we'll give them guns. It's just like, that's just like what the United States just like has a long history of doing that. Of just like,
I mean, that's what we sell, man. We sell guns, we sell bullets.
Exactly. It just is what it is.
Well, what else are we gonna do, man?
Marathon. No,
this is your avocados, and we'll give you some bullets.
Exactly. And so, if you look at what's happening in Mexico right now, they talk about that. Like, a lot of the guns for these cartel wars, they're all American made. We are one industry, and war is our, like, we do that better than anyone.
Wars are avocados. There you go.
Yeah, you guys keep fucking importing whatever you want. We do, rocket launchers, and we got Raytheon.
You need a drone? Let me know.
Dude, like, seriously. So it is crazy to me what's going on, but like, not really. Like, it just, like, nothing's fair. Life isn't fair.
It's everything is just very casual.
It's just very casual,
and nobody really talks about it.
I want to say that last thing. Whatever I say here, I don't have any judgment for it. I just think it is what it is. Like, I don't have like I'm just here. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So like, we're just talking about like what really is, but like, I don't know. Like, it's not a call to anything. You're just like, it's just. But you have to be aware of what's really going on, and there's definitely levels.
Yeah, because it's gonna affect you. Eventually, it's gonna affect all of us.
100%. And so it's like, none of us are immune, and like, our whole lives we're taught to be this, like, these individuals, but we're a community. And New York, we had a great summer, but the big thing that we saw were people like getting hurt, like, through all these weather things, these wildfires. Like, America's on fire, Canada's on fire, right? And so that's going to be our future, like, moving forward, like, more and more and more. And you just have to be like ready that, like.
Have you seen the little roaches, ladybugs?
The ladybugs. Yeah. They'll die in the winter. They technically, they don't like bite or anything. They don't. They what I'm saying? Like, they're annoying, but like, technically they don't do anything. Like, let's just hope that the next version of them doesn't start like biting or like leaving things. Maybe I'm wrong, but from what I understand, they're annoying because they just hop on you. They're fast. They're smart. But think about how many of them have died and like kept going. So they're always like, I feel like they'll hop on you because it's safer on you. Like, if you're trying to stomp it out, it'll hop on you because it's like safer than it's like, oh, where are you?
Where did these bugs come from, man?
I believe somewhere in Asia. I don't know. Like, maybe that's one of those like urban myths. I have no idea. I just that's all I've heard about.
I heard they came from Canada with the wildfire.
Okay. All right. Listen,
I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, I've just never seen these little ladybug roaches. I've just never seen them.
We are being infested now. They're like trees wrapped in Inwood with the full tapes. That like the whole thing is like, I've seen some wild things. Like, people trying to kill them. I don't know. I try to not knock them off of me, but like I'm one of those people just like for the most part, like unless they're right on top of me, or I don't know. I don't try to like aim to like. I know it's a big thing, but to just kill them and like I don't know.
I'll give them like 2 more months.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like the winter's gonna kill them, but then they'll be back. It's just like they're already here. Like I don't know, if we kill like 2 on the floor, like maybe like. They're already like in bunches somewhere. Like if there's 2 on the floor, there's like 1,000 over there. That's the way I look at it. Like, okay, this guy figured out a way to get all the way over here, and I'm stepping on them.
They're all over the
but
place.
they're like all over the place. So yeah. So if you like the lanternflies, it's and no one likes the lanternflies. It's like that's a big consensus in New York that no one messes with the lanternflies. So I don't know. How do you feel about them?
Fuck them.
Okay, that seems to be the general consensus for what people think right now is happening. So you're in the like majority of New Yorkers that think that what, fuck them. So
exactly. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? But enjoy yourselves, enjoy your lives, and thank God that you weren't born in lanternfly, where everyone was just trying to kill you. Or like just like you're like I just walk around and I'm like red and like it just like the thing is just it doesn't it's just funny but it needs I'm not pro lantern. I'm just saying that it's just so funny like their lives are like people hate like I've never seen people like want to kill things. Like human beings are finally coming out the woodworks and being like kill them all.
The purge.
I'm like, oh yeah, you guys are like totally down with the purge. Yo, those things gotta go. We're like, I'm like, wow, like we've decided that these lives don't matter at all. They interfere with our lives, and we're not down with it. So we're the supreme. We're casually being supreme and deciding that these things they gotta die. It's not, but we're not being casual about it. We're just kind of trying to stomp them out. They are pests. They are gross. But I'm just saying that for like the 2 or 3 that I see near me, there's like 1,000 in thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not like
no, they're everywhere, bro. I see shit's everywhere.
Like, I don't know if it's just like gonna go away.
And they look like it's funny because they look like little roaches, but then they open their wings and they're like fucking red.
They leap. They're kind of pretty. They're very interesting. Like it is what it is. You just watch them. They move. They love wood. That's
fucking bougie roaches.
They love wood. Either way.
So yeah, man, the Trump.
Listen, we love casual supremacy. It's all about remembering what's really happening in the world. Being unique about it. I think that people don't really realize how much this means. All these moments, like they mean so much in people's lives. And so yeah, we just try to remember. And I think that this is not supposed to be political. It's supposed to be about things that are really memorable. And I think you should definitely support casual supremacy. It is a non-for-profit. It is an education. It is social studies for the 21st century. I love the Trump glare there. We have some other really great prints. Check out we're on Shopify if you want one of our t-shirts or one of our hoodies, casualsupremacy.com. We definitely have the gallery there. And we also have there, if you just go onto Instagram and go to @casualsupremacy, come check out some of our, again, it's mostly like artwork. It's not supposed to be anything that, these are just moments and these are photos that.
And the Casual Supremacy podcast over on the Degman podcast.
Oh, we're gonna definitely keep doing that, and we love to.
We have a few episodes up already from when we first started, like 2-3 years ago.
We did, and we've been doing this for a while,
and picked up right where we left off.
We can definitely keep talking about. And we'll talk about what's going on in the world, and
Yeah, guys, if you guys want to hear anything about, check his page out. A lot of interesting content. And if you have any questions for Jay, make sure you leave it in the comments.
Yes, Jason Paulino. Again, Instagram is Paulino_Jason, or at Instagram @Casual Supremacy. Come check it out. And if you have any questions, if you want to link up with me, we can definitely talk. And let's keep the conversation going, man. I love coming by and hanging out, talking to you.
All right, Jay, thanks for coming.
Absolutely.